one of the most popular countries to visit on the continent. Egypt lies in the northeast corner of Africa, bordered by the Mediterranean and Red Seas. Although focus of most tourist visits remains the great monuments along the Nile, possibilities for Egyptian travel also include snorkeling and diving along the Red Sea coast. In this video, we explore the best attractions and things to do in Egypt. We've collected a list of the top attractions and things to do in Egypt, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Pyramids and Sphinx at Giza. Lying on the outskirts of Greater Cairo is one of humankind's most astonishing architectural achievements, the Pyramids and Sphinx at Giza. Built between 2580 to 2510 BC are three phenomenal pyramids, with the enormous Great Sphinx and its human-like features set beside them. While the Pyramid of Khafre and the Pyramid of Menkaure both make for stunning sights, the Pyramid of Khufu, the oldest, largest, and most intact of the trio, is the real showstopper. Towering to a staggering 146 meters, it is made out of more than 2.3 million blocks, with grand galleries and burial chambers found within. Number 2, Temples of Abu Simbel. Set in the deep south of Egypt, not far from the border with Sudan, the Temples of Abu Simbel look out over the shimmering waters of Lake Nasser. Carved out of the mountainside in the 13th century BC, the twin temples are one of the most iconic sights in Egypt thanks to the enormous rock relief figures flanking their entrance. While the famed facades attract the most attention, their interiors are just as delightful to explore, with statues, reliefs, and pillared halls all on show. Almost as impressive as the Great Temple of Ramses II and the Temple of Hathor is the fact that the complex was relocated entirely in 1968 to avoid the rising waters of the Aswan Dam. Number 3, Karnak Temple. Renowned for its staggering size, scale, and splendor, the Karnak Temple complex covers a vast area and is one of Luxor's most popular attractions. While work first began on the site around 2000 BC, approximately 30 pharaohs contributed to its dazzling and decadent design, with each ruler adding their own temples and sanctuaries, chapels and obelisks. Wandering around the temple really does feel like stepping back in time as you pass by colossal colonnades, human-headed sphinxes, and astounding architecture. The standout site is the Great Temple of Ammon-Ra that dominates and defines the complex and boasts a majestic hypostyle hall. Number 4, White Desert National Park. Boasting some of the most unique, unusual, and incredible landscapes in Egypt, White Desert National Park lies in the west of the country, not far from Farafra. Here, you'll find sparkling white chalk rock formations, outcrops of glinting quartz, and the magically named Crystal Mountain. Sculpted over millennia by the desert winds and sands of the Sahara, their surreal shapes and colors are mesmerizing to gaze upon, with the best views to be had from atop the two towering twin peaks. As the fantastic formations are so spectacularly lit up at sunset and sunrise, it is well worth camping the night in the national park to see them in all their glimmering glory. Number 5, Pyramid of Djoser. Out of all of Egypt's astonishing and awe-inspiring archaeological sites, the Pyramid of Djoser stands alone as the first colossal stone monument constructed in the world. Due to the amount of labor and level of societal organizing needed, its construction represented an astounding leap from previous architectural styles and norms. Dating all the way back to the 27th century BC, the stunning step pyramid was built to house the burial chamber of Pharaoh Djoser, and many tunnels and galleries can be found inside it. Number 6, Blue Hole. One of Egypt's most popular dive sites, the Blue Hole, lies just north of Dahab on the southeast of the Sinai Peninsula. Dropping straight down for over 100 meters, the sinkhole is brimming with colorful coral reefs and shimmering shoals of fish. Due to the abundance of marine life and shoreline accessibility, recreational scuba divers line up to explore its underwater riches every day. While it is perfectly safe, The Blue Hole has unfortunately claimed the lives of a number of deep divers as they attempted to pass through its archway, a 26-meter-long tunnel which lies more than 55 meters below the surface. Number 7. Red Pyramid. Surrounded by the endless sands of the Sahara, the Red Pyramid is located some 40 kilometers to the south of Cairo at the Djoser necropolis. Widely believed to be the first successful smooth-sided pyramid ever built, it dates to 2590 BC and lies next to the Bent Pyramid, an earlier and unique but ultimately unsuccessful attempt. Once encased in white limestone, the 105-meter-high pyramid is now a ruddy red residence of Cairo, carted off its outer layer and used it to erect buildings. Number 8. Temple of Edfu. Boasting an extraordinary entrance, the Temple of Edfu lies on the banks of the River Nile, between Luxor and Aswan. Built between 237 and 57 BC, the Ptolemaic temple is dedicated to Horus, one of the most important ancient Egyptian deities. Very well preserved, it showcases remarkable reliefs and delightfully detailed carvings and hieroglyphs. Even its roof is intact. Surrounding its sanctuary are 9 chapels, and large stone columns line its divinely decorated halls. It is its gigantic gateway that is the Temple of Edfu's standout feature. Number 9. Abydos. One of the most important and impressive archaeological sites in Egypt, the ancient city of Abydos lies in the center of the country, just a couple of hours north of Luxor. Home to an astounding array of temples, tombs, and tantalizing treasures, it was here that the early pharaohs were buried, with the royal necropolis of Seti I being the undoubted highlight. Wandering around the extensive yet largely unexcavated site is an awe-inspiring experience, as massive monuments and cavernous chapels, chambers, and courts lie all around. Once the main cult center of Osiris, the god of the afterlife. At last in the list, number 10, Al-Azhar Mosque. The first mosque founded in the city, Al-Azhar was built by the Fatimids in 972 in their newly established capital of Cairo. Located in its mesmerizing medieval quarter, the mosque exhibits exquisite architecture, with majestic minarets and madrasas lying alongside divinely decorated prayer halls and marble-coated courtyards. In addition to the fine features and flourishes that date to the Mamluks and Ottomans, among others. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite attractions and things to do in Egypt? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.